Won't pay my dues, pay double for my training. Several years ago I was employed by a government agency. I'm a professional and I have mandatory continuing education requirements to keep my license. The agency, reluctantly, was paying the bare minimum for my annual license renewal, and would pay for the cheapest annual training. A subgroup of the licensing entity exists for professionals who work in the same niche as me. During the relevant time frame, the dues for the subgroup were $15 annually. The subgroup offered a package of all the required training, 1 hour each of 2 mandatory subjects areas and a total of 12.5 hours. Most commercial trading is around $150,200 per hour. Although there are some freebies here and they're used by companies as advertising, but not usually very relevant to my job. The very relevant subgroup training was $50 to members, so membership and training could be paid in one check for $65, a bargain. Agency Bean Counter said they could not pay the $15. So for a number of years, I refused to join the group, and the Bean Counter paid $100 for my training. After a number of years I transferred to a different agency. New Bean Counter had no issue with paying the membership to save money. It comes from a different budget. I know a defunct multinational that had that attitude. Paid more for a part than it cost them to have someone produce it. But since the difference came from shipping, they called the purchased part a financial gain for the company, instead of an actual loss. Albeit 5 cents per part, based on approximately 10 cents per to ship. They're not defunct because of financial idiocy, though. They were bought out by another company in a near-identical industry. Unfortunately, the Bean Counters may be working with regulations that ban paying for certain things. Fun fact: there was a time period when government employees were prohibited from expensing a cell phone with a camera, as they were seen as a frivolous add-on. So certain manufacturers would produce special government models without the camera, often at higher cost due to lack of economies of scale. I worked for a company that did not reimburse professional organization dues. However, they'd pay to attend a professional conference which included training. Training was a different budget. Most of the technical conferences we interested in were sponsored by the professional organization. You showed up to the conference 2 days early and could take courses for 16 hours of continuing education credits. The organizations were not dummies. Member price $800. Non-member price $10,001. One includes 1-year complimentary membership, a $100 value. I'm a retired public school teacher in a U.S. Midwest state. Schools wouldn't pay teacher association, union, dues. If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epicaricast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.